What's up guys, welcome back to another video, and today we're making a beat. So on this channel, I do a lot of hip hop, but sometimes we get a little crazy and we do some R&B and some pop. But today I want to try something completely different. Today I want to try my hand at reggaeton. Now I've been listening to a lot of this artist named Ozuna. Now he's relatively new, but he's really good. And as a matter of fact, he has a very popular song with Cardi B called La Modelo. So I want to try something along those lines. Something that would maybe fit his style, very melodic, but still carries that reggaeton cadence. And I want to see if I could actually incorporate some old school reggaeton vibes, but still keep it very vibey and feel good. So let's see what we can do. All right, so usually I start out with the melody, but for this beat, I want to start out with the drums because I want to make sure I get this cadence right. So let's go. And we're done. Let's check it out. Alright, so let's break this beat down. The first thing that we did was to add the drum cadence because I wanted to make sure it was solid. And it was actually split up into two parts. We have part one here and part two here. Now, part one consisted of 2 kicks, 2 snares, and a hi-hat. But we started off the beat by adding the 2 kicks and the snare, and that cadence, that pattern sounds like this. And it just kind of repeats for the remainder of the first half. The next thing we did was to add the hi-hat. And that kind of fits in between. So this is what it sounds like. To finish it off, we added the third snare, and that just kind of acts as an accent snare in between. And then all together, this is what the first half sounds like. So this is the accent snare. Here again. And then we got a bit of a roll at the end. Now for the second half, it was a lot simpler. Instead of 2 kicks and 2 snares, we only did 1 kick and 1 snare, and that sounds like this. And now with the crash and the first half, that transition sounds like this. Now, as far as instrument goes, having some sort of pluck is very, very common in reggaeton. So this is actually the first thing that I added. And this is what it sounds like with the drums. Then we have the transition coming up here. And that just continues till the end. Next, we added a piano. Basically, I followed the same chords that I played with the pluck. I just held them on a little bit longer, and this is what that sounds like. The next thing we added was a bass. Now, the bass in reggaeton is usually just meant to accentuate that main cadence because that drum beat, that cadence, is the heart and soul of a reggaeton beat. So the drums with the bass sounds like this. And then once we add the pluck and the piano, now the last thing that we needed was some sort of lead, and for this I chose a harp. Now the harp carries a very simple melody, and this is what that sounds like. And then together, the entire beat sounds like this. But that is it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you like the video, if you like the beat, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you're not already. But as always, I will see you guys on the next one.